In this video, I wanted to present you guys with my concept of foundational dry fire practice. So I'm going to give you some skills, some target sizes, target ideas and stuff like that, and some tools that you can use. But anyways, I've discussed a lot of these drills, but I'll glaze over them in this video. And if you have questions, put it in the comments below. And I've already made videos about the trigger drill, the presentation drill, and stuff like that, and I'm pretty sure you can figure out the other ones. But anyways, let me go ahead and get closer here. So with the trigger drill, my recommendation is to work up to 0.5 of a second or less. I try to minimize it, and if you remember the trigger drill, you're aimed in on your target, and you got a good grip, and you have your fingers straighten off the trigger. And then when the beep happens, you have to pull the trigger without moving the gun within 0.5 of a second or less. So that's actually a pretty tall order for some people, because sometimes they want to go slow and stuff. And sure, you can work yourself up to it, but the goal is to be way less than 0.5 of a second. Actually, the goal should be 0.25 of a second. That's something that I took from Rob Latham. And this would be good for 25 reps. It's not that hard. Have a delay time of like 4 seconds or whatever, just enough to charge the gun or charge the slide or the striker. If you have a double action, you don't have to worry about it. You just work on that double action every time in this time frame. Presentation drill, this is where you're at compressed ready, or you might be at what's called power point, and muzzle pointing at a 45-degree angle like this, and then you simply present, and at the apex you pull the trigger. You can't present and then hold and confirm your sights are on and mess around here and then pull the trigger. It's literally boom, 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 boom. So with this, you want the standard to be within a second. I just messed up my D there. So this can be easily done for 25 reps. It's going to feel like a long time doing these two with 25 reps, but they're very quick. They're very quick drills, and you can do them in sets. You can do like 4 sets, and that would be quite a workout on your hands for a day. So the next is the draw from concealment. A lot of people who want to practice concealed carry still work with outside the waistband holsters. I don't understand that at all. There's no reason to. You can do something that's called unloading a gun and using things called snap caps to be safe. But with that, I would say work up to getting to 1.5 seconds for your draw time, and 10 reps would be good for a set. And I would say do 5 sets of your draw. It's actually a pretty important skill, and it's something that should be done autonomically and very quickly, and you should be able to get precision. And that's 1.5 seconds from the beep to you actually getting an aimed precise shot. We're talking about precision here, and we'll talk about that below. But anyways, reloads. Reloads are going to be a little funky, because I don't declare a reload to be a shot, reload, and then another shot. I don't end it there. I end it at the assessment. So once the chamber is closed on that round, that's when the reload's over. And this is a reload from concealment. So you don't have any exposed magazines or anything like that to help you. You actually have to find it, and maybe it's in a pocket somewhere or whatever. Doing that, I would usually have a delay time of 12 to 15 seconds depending on the gun. And I would do 10 reps of that. Having to constantly move and stuff, that's going to be quite a workout for the hands. And then you have 2.5 seconds to do everything and then be back on target. The most I would actually say is it would be reasonable to be back on target and to take up the slack on the wall, but actually getting in the habit of pulling the trigger every time you get done reloading, that's going to set you up for failure, because just because you had to reload doesn't mean that your threat is still a threat. So anyways, let's move on. So targets. So the target sizes, if you're wanting to get good precision, I recommend a target no bigger than a thumbnail. And I would say a distance of 3 to 7 yards would be good for practicing that. And yes, you can do static practice with this, but This is where some of the tools that we're going to talk about is going to come in handy to know if you're actually hitting them or not, because you got to practice with both eyes open, right? So if you're going to go for speed, you want hand size, so something that's going to be the size of your hand. So, you know, maybe some of you guys got hands the size of dinner plates or whatever, but you know, if that's it, then, and you're wanting to go for speed and just seeing how fast you can draw and get a shot off there, you know, half-assed, then, you know, go for it. And consistency, I would say that you need to be able to blend both precision and speed consistently at a fist-sized target. So something that's almost the size of the cranial cavity. So anyways, tools, snap caps. You want to have more than 10, so don't go with a Zoom or whatever. Go on Amazon and, you know, get the 10 packs or whatever. Don't go with the red ones or whatever, where you get like 4 or 5 or whatever. Just get the bulk ones on Amazon. They cost very little. So the next one would be, I would recommend you get a G-Sight laser. A laser trainer is going to be invaluable. It is going to be saving you money at the range. There's no reason to go to the range and you have the excuse, well, I shoot 9mm because it's cheaper and I'm going to practice more. You don't need to go to the range a million times a day in order to get training. In fact, it can be very detrimental and pointless too, especially if you have kinks to work out. You can work them out, you know, with the laser and actually see if you're actually doing things right. So the next is painter's tape. It's a great target. You can get the half-inch one or even the like 1.5-inch one. So there's some painter's tape that I have that's actually this thick, and others that are pretty small. But you can get a lot of it. You can stick it on drywall, on paint. It's not going to take the paint off, so it's great. You can put it all over your house, and whenever you see it, if you walk around your house with your gun on you and it's unloaded, you walk around your house, every time you see it, you draw. I have it on cabinets, I have it on parts of the walls or whatever. Every time I see one, boom. And that's how I get my practice in. It's called incidental training. You just blend it into your lifestyle. So you can also use different targets. Like I have human targets where they have, like, some have guns, some have cell phones and stuff like that. So you can have your partner set up a random target, or you could set up a target. I actually ordered a bundle of challenge targets from somewhere online, and the one side has like a gun or a knife, and the other side has like a cell phone or, you know, something, you know, not a threat at all. So you can set that up literally in the dark and then, you know, clear the room, or, you know, you play some games with yourself like that. And then paper, like if you're going to the range where you just want to shoot at a big paper target, or you want to work on, you know, your speed or whatever, then just a piece of printer paper or notebook paper, just put that on the wall or whatever and hang it up with blue tape or whatever. Easy. So anyways, that's a basic rundown of how to get started with dry fire practice. I've got these drills on my channel, so if you haven't seen them, go ahead and scour the channel, and if you're curious about something, go ahead and put it in the comments below. It's all good. My aim is to kind of, you know, try to spread what little knowledge I have. I'm not some savant or anything, but my goal is to at least pass on, you know, the few things that I do know. So anyways, I hope you guys at least appreciated this a little bit. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Even if you don't really have a question or anything, just let me know what you think, if I need to add something or whatever. But you guys have a good one.